If you guys are new here, what's the deal? And if you guys are old, what that shit do, all right? Keep in mind that these messages are general. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Catch for the next one, and hopefully it sticks, okay? Yo, I'm so freaking tired. But I was like, let me come and slide through on my collective. Okay, speaking of slide through, somebody want to come and slide up on you. I'm here and pull up on me. Okay, what's that Ella May song? No, it's not Ella May, or is it her? I think it's her. Baby, when you gonna slide up all night? Okay, collective. It's sexual energy here too. Speaking of sliding, somebody's like, just the tip. Anywho, okay, we're gonna glide past that. We're gonna slide past that, I shall say. But anywho, collective, listen, y'all have really been standing on business, okay? Y'all have been standing on business, and I feel like it has been revealing and showing you the type of people that you have around you, you know? And by you like having this sense of confidence or this self-esteem about yourself, it shows that like you don't play about you. Okay, and so with you having this energy towards yourself, collective, it's causing you to attract people who also hold you in this certain type of regard, who also do not play when it comes to you, you know. Now somebody here could be a little dramatic or a little over emotional when it comes to you, okay? Because also was hearing, you know how people be like, girl, stand up, like you know, when you doing something that maybe another person should be doing, or when somebody just got you out here like looking stupid, basically, right? Maybe that's just some LA slang. But when somebody got somebody out here looking stupid, it's like, girl, stand up. Like, why you got this why you got this person feeling as though like you bowing down to them, or you know, I don't know. So something like that could be going on. But I also got that song Stand by Donnie McClurkin, right? And he was like, what do you do when you done all you can, man? It seems like it's never enough. And what do you say when your friends turn away and you all alone? Tell me, what do you give when you've given your all and it seems like you can't make it through? Well, you just stand when there is nothing left to do. You just stand. Okay, listen, collective. Listen. I feel like y'all have really been through some situations of some people that really just wanted to see you fall, you know, fall flat on your face. When you try with your goals, your dreams, whatever it is that you set out for yourself, they wanted to see it all come crashing down, okay? I'm hearing that Kanye West song. And it all falls down. I'm telling you that. Like, I feel like it's a lot of you standing on business, collective, has caused so many tower moments. I don't even think you understand it. Like, with expectation here, I feel like a lot of the things that are happening, you just did not expect. You didn't expect for the shit to be panning out the way that it is. But the thing about tower moments, right, is sometimes not built on the best of the foundations. You know, it wasn't on anything that was really solid. I could have built on it for your own selfish needs or to come against another person or however that is, right? It didn't show a sense of solidarity within those situations. So of course, eventually, with so much shit piled up on things that were initially started on that, will not really stand, right, the test of time. Eventually, shit's gonna get exposed. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good environment. All right. Now, with expectations here, with you standing on business, I feel like you got a lot of people that felt like, oh, you'll be back. Collective is just playing. And they sitting there waiting at that damn window paying for you, and you ain't came back. You ain't came back, collective. You have not came back. With that 28 breaking down to a 10, oh, that cycle is closed. So listen, these people they're gonna be waiting for a long time. People really didn't think that you had the guts. That's what I'm hearing. Like, people didn't think that you had the guts to stand up for yourself. All right, a lot of you guys, especially with expectation in marriage, I feel like you're expecting a certain type of, you have it sought out as to like the type of person that you really want to have a commitment with. And I feel like you standing on that as well. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what? If I want to be with somebody, I would want to be with somebody who is going to actually show me that they are interested in me, right? That's where I feel like y'all at in it. Show me, it's like more so action than just talking about it. It's like, don't talk about it, be about it. This is what I'm getting. Like, don't talk about it, be about it. Because I'm also getting a situation too, maybe in like friend groups or something. It's like, people don't like fake people, but then they friends be fake. But it'd be like, but you don't like fake people, but you got them in your damn circle. Something like that could be going on. Okay, maybe somebody didn't expect for someone to be a certain type of way and they actually are. All right, this could be somebody that somebody could be in a long-term commitment with marriage here. I also get that as well. But three's a crowd with that 3 here. Okay, three's a crowd. Some people, somebody here, I feel like maybe it's a past energy. They didn't expect that you was going to find somebody and actually get married. And maybe this is somebody who feels as though like, because they are a bit salty at the fact that they thought you were going to come back to them. They want to be a part of whatever it is or whoever it is that's in this marriage or commitment. Like, somebody wants to be like an honorary side person. Thief, exactly. Because somebody still wants to weigh in to steal what they feel like is theirs. But somebody, again, is standing on business. Somebody's like, yeah, no. You know, this person with this 24 on the top of this thief card, it made me think of the 6 of Wands instantly, right? Somebody could be seeing that, like, somebody, the way in which somebody shows you off, something with attention. This is like, oh, well, look at me. Like, it's this type of energy, okay? Like, somebody sees that you are happily in a relationship or a marriage or whatever that is, right? And they see that someone has your attention or gives you a certain type of attention that they want to come in and try and impede on. Again, it's like they want to come in and distract you, but thieves don't steal from empty houses. So this person knows that, like, you are a very valuable person, especially for somebody here to have put a ring on it and marry you. Yeah, you damn right. You damn right. Okay, pathway. You chose a different path. They thought that you was just gonna come strolling back. I feel like you, with this 35, with break it down to an 8, it made me think of the 8 of Pentacles. You put a lot of work in yourself, collective. Like, you standing on business out here with these people that just want to come in and take from you, take your man, take your husband, or whatever, just, this can just be like somebody just wanting to take something internally within you that you've worked so hard for in order for you to be this husband or be this wife to someone someday. Somebody could just feel as though like they still want to come in and take from you to where you have nothing else to give to someone, especially to land you in a higher level of a commitment. Okay, but when it comes to people, places, and things, it's all about the certain type of path that we choose to go on that's going to lead us to where we want to be at. You know what I'm saying? Hanging around a certain type of person, a certain type of crowd, a certain type of area, or whatever, it may not be in your best interest, whether that be mentally, physically, financially, spiritually. And maybe somebody here could have been used to operating or being in those type of settings. So expectation here, a lot of people weren't expecting you to kind of switch some shit up. You took a different route. It's given, like, that picture of all the people that's going to the left, and it's like one person going to the right. You the one person going to the right when it comes to them. Okay? And these butterflies, it has a lot to do with transformation. Somebody could like butterflies. Somebody could have a butterfly tattoo. Somebody could also like going hiking or like outdoors. Also, somebody could have just recently went to, what's that one national park with the huge trees? Okay, somebody could be planning to go there, or somebody could have recently went. But your growth like shows so much. It shows so much, and that's why, with these people in this thief energy, instead of trying to steal somebody else's joy, trying to, take somebody away from a certain type of path that they see is better for them, they should be working on where they want to go. But again, it's like, I see y'all letting a lot go. Okay, message of concern. On the real, somebody is like, yeah. Expect for somebody to reach out to you. Okay? Expect for somebody to reach out to you for with this 14 breaking down to a 5. That's exact energy. When you think of the 5 suits, right? 5 of Pentacles, somebody feels, by dealing with this situation of whoever this person may be, you may end up losing finances. Okay? Somebody here can be telling somebody like, yeah, I don't want to deal with you no more or whatever. And somebody is like really clutching their pearls like, what? What? I thought you always wanted to fuck with me. Like, somebody really stood on business and was just like, yeah, nah, I'm losing more than I'm gaining by fucking with you, especially if it comes to finances with the 5 of Pentacles energy, right? And then you think of the 5 of Wands. This is a motherfucker that you always arguing with, fussing with, going back and forth. Could be over finances. Shit, who knows? That somebody feels like they're losing more than they're gaining here. And it's almost like with expectation, somebody expects for someone to like do for them or do this or do that, like without them having to ask. But it's kind of like that energy of like, well, what is it that you are doing that makes me want to do these things for you without you having to ask me? It's given that. Okay, so maybe somebody, could have voiced their concern there. All right, somebody wants to go a different path. Lord Jesus. Okay, and there's somebody here. I feel like this is somebody that wants to marry you. All right, they can see that it's a lot of people interested in you with this thief card. So like, everybody wants you. I'm here. I want that one. But it's a certain type of person that you are, or a certain type of way, I should say, that you are looking to be approached. That's the expectation. It's a certain type of way that you, yeah, I get that. I get that. I feel you, collective, because like when you think of somebody that you want to marry, when it comes to someone that y'all not even on those terms with, look at that family room. Somebody is ready to settle down. Okay, and they like, yeah, no, I gotta see. I gotta see. Okay, so this could be somebody that could invite you out to like a family gathering, right? See how you act, or take you out to a different setting, or just have conversation with you. It's kind of like somebody is vetting you. Somebody's kind of like evaluating you as far as like, is this somebody that I would want to fill a room with when it comes to having our own sense of a family. Okay, sudden wealth collective. Ooh wee. Somebody feel like they hit the jackpot when it came to you. Y'all could be seeing 777 a lot. Ooh, okay. So let's see. Let's get some soul journey. What's the main gist here? Courage. Somebody wants to talk to you. You're not expecting the fact that this person wants to talk to you. Or maybe it's even inquiring the fact that, like, they want to get the ball rolling in some way, shape, or form. Okay, it says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Maybe you kind of intimidate this person. You give off this energy, though, collected with expectations. You could just be minding your business. You know what I'm saying? You minding your business. You looking outside the window. You just looking and see what's out there. You may see some kids playing, or you know, you just observing how life is operating in front of your eyes. You know, you somebody that just likes to probably just bask in the moment of things. You know, but I feel like this is that very same essence that attracts this person to you, because it's not a forcive type of energy, but it's a very alluring type of energy that you have. So how poised I'm getting that you are when you are out and about is kind of, you give like a alpha feminine energy. But yeah, it's still softness here. I get. That's probably why a lot of people like you. Like, you could be minding your business and somebody can see that, like, it's a lot of people like, oh yeah, I want this one, I want this person, I want this person. Then somebody is like, nah, I gotta stand on business. I actually see this person as somebody that I want to marry. So maybe you and this person has some type of close proximity together for them to draw up these conclusions when it comes to you. But they trying to work up the courage to come in and shit, tell you something. Okay, I'm telling you, honesty collective, they're listening to their intuition. It's a lot of purple out here. Okay, it says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So this person, listen, I don't know if this person ever has felt like this in regards to someone, as far as like they can see themselves marrying, but this person knows that you are very valuable and anybody has a chance of taking you up and making you either their wife or their husband. No lie. But I feel like they are very nervous when it comes to you, because this is like somebody just wanting to keep it 100 with you. Like, listen, this is how I feel about you. You know, this is maybe with honesty here, some type of truth. Somebody wants to disclose. What's honesty? Somebody's just gonna tell you flat out, like, listen, I see you as being my wife. I can see you being my husband one day, and I want to act right. Look, it was my fault. I screwed it up. With blame energy. Yeah. Because somebody, you know, somebody knew that they were wrong in a situation and they admitted the fact that they were wrong. But I feel like somebody here likes the way in which somebody like went about it. So maybe somebody wasn't expecting someone to do that. Okay, it shows growth though. It shows growth. It says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. So for someone who could admit that they were wrong, you know, or they went about something in a way in which they may not have, it shows growth. Because again, like, some people can know that they fucking wrong and they can stand on business on their wrongness. Like, you know good and goddamn well you wrong as hell. So what are you standing 10 toes down on? A lie? Some bullshit that you created in your mind that you made yourself believe that was true? You know? I'm telling you, you got a sense of self-esteem here, collective. Like, ooh. On the real, it says, I possess gifts of soul that benefit me and others. The way in which however it is that your get down is, it's like people wish that they had this certain type of essence about you. Okay, because there's an accountability, there's a sense of accountability here, and this is with discipline. I feel like you, as you have grown, as you evolved, you have learned, like, hey, if it was brought to my attention that I have made someone feel a certain type of way, or this or that, whatever, I take responsibility. If whatever, right? But I feel like there's also that sense of like, it's not intentional. It's like somebody could be very offended by, like, again, your sense of accountability, because a lot of people lack it, right? So when a lot of people lack it, it becomes a norm of not taking it. They get around a lot of other people that also don't like to take it, and so yeah. When you're the one out of the group of all the people that don't want to take accountability, who actually does, it causes, again, those tower moments. It causes those shakeups. Because your sense of honesty puts the blame on certain people. Like with courage, a lot of people, they will know it's some bullshit and will not mention the fact that it's some bullshit. When you have the courage and the confidence to be like, hey, this is some bullshit. If you want to keep it 100, you may not want to keep it 100, but this is what I feel. This is, intuition, right? This is how I feel. So I took it. This is how I decided to move. But just because it may have made someone feel a certain type of way does not mean that was your fault. Okay? Discipline. It says I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And it's like, once you address shit, collective, it's like back to your program. It's like, all right, cool. Like, what was the situation? All right, like, somebody has to be the blame as to how something panned out. Whether it was one person or the other, or whether it was both. What do they say? It's always three sides to the story. Their truth, your truth, and the actual truth. I don't know, but somebody in the love department, they like how disciplined you are. Okay, service here. It says I feel good when I can help others. Yeah, they can see you as being whoever this person is. They can really see you as being somebody that they want to have kids with and everything. But they know they need to come and get you, like, before somebody else comes along your path and takes you the hell away. But somebody, they like how disciplined you are. It shows that you have structure. Maybe this is somebody who's very disciplined as well. So, or your sense of discipline inspires them, right? And with service here, you can do something as far as work when it comes to service. It's what you love to do, and it also helps other people. So you can really just be operating in your purpose. Like, you have goals, you have dreams. You are really, I'm hearing, I'm every woman. It's all in me. Anything you want to know, baby? Oh. Somebody is like, ooh, you is just a whole lot of woman. Okay? That's probably why they so intimidated. Like, you could just be so beautiful, so, like, goal-orientated, so nurturing, such a sweetheart. So maybe this is somebody that's like, dang, what's gonna make me stand out? I need to do something that's gonna make me stand out from the rest of these other people that's like looking at you like a piece of meat. They just wanna you know, they like vultures. Collector, you really do got people looking at you like you a piece of meat, okay? You could be real thick. It says the golden mirror. Narcissists, love bombing, self-absorbed, one-sided. Exactly. Because the type of people that I feel like are looking at you like that, you know, they ain't got no shame in their game. They gonna approach you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna approach you. They gonna try and pull your arm and this and do all of that. It's very love bomby. They want to be all in your face, and because they know what it is. You have somebody in the background that's kind of like secretly observing you, and maybe the way in which that they expected for you to act when it came to these certain people is the way in which you're not, and they're like, ooh. I like that. I like that. So this person is like, if I was to be away, then I know I ain't got to worry about my person, okay? With marriage here. Like, I ain't got to worry about my husband. I ain't got to worry about my wife. Like, somebody is seeing how you conduct yourself right now. And when it comes to these, again, the golden mirror, it's like, you know, it's one-sided with those other people. They only want to they like dogs in heat. They like dogs in heat. All right. Drooling at the tongue when you come in. Cut down. Okay, it says cutting out, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. Okay, so I feel like when it comes to those type of people, again, you standing on business. You're not afraid to cut people out. You're like, yeah, you hitting me up. You already know what this is about. Whether it be platonic or non-platonic, you just like, yeah, no. People be so, it's giving like, even with the energies where it's non-platonic. I mean, where it's platonic, right? I don't know. I just get like people would just hit you up, be so nice. Oh, I'm just calling to see how you doing this and that, and they'd be like, hey, so next week, can you do this for me? You got this. You got, again, come and love on you only to ask you for what it is that you got. You cutting all those type of people out. You just, you know, could just be leaving people on red. Not really. You stopping the pattern. You like, yeah, I'm not going to be available anymore, so you got to try and have somebody else as your back burner for whatever that is. Ooh, collective. And these people know that they're the blame as to why you probably don't even like, you know, deal with them anymore, because you notice the pattern and you like, yeah, you know what, gotta go right now. The runner. Fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting, okay? Whoever this person is in the background, right? That's why they have to build the courage up, because it's very, like, they're scared, but they know you're everything that they want. They see you as marriage or wife material, so that alone makes them like want to come towards you. But like maybe when it comes to trying to say the right things or something, like they run, because they're like, oh Lord, this is intense. You stir up something within this person, okay? It's like as soon as they get close to you, they be like, man, I feel like their mind heavy on the sword energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Their mind goes to like, oh, it's a pretty butterfly. It instantly goes to like, if I feel this way about collective, I'm pretty sure it's a whole bunch of other people feeling this way about them too. Okay, like 100 of them versus me. That's how this person feels. But what they don't understand is the fact that you're looking for a certain type of approach, and you standing on that. Whether it comes from friendships, family, lovers, people got to come correct when it comes to you. You expect that because that's what you give. With marriage, you're a very loyal type of individual. You're a loyal type of person. So when it comes to people that you feel like is just trying to take from you, whether it be mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, you choose a different path. You don't choose to stick around. Okay. I'm so proud of you, collective. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Because the more you are serious about yourself, the more like people really just can't come and play in your face. Like they get to running because it's like, yeah, you got to go try that with somebody else. You can't sit here and do, try and you just can't do it no more. You realize you've seen enough narcissists to realize it from the jump. You know the ways in which people like, and I feel like you just have an expectation of people to come as exactly who they are. Don't believe anything else but the way in which they are coming and the patterns. Okay, because that's just going to really just show how someone is. It's a lot when it comes to inviting people into your life. You have to look at what you got going on. You have to look at what these people have going on and why, people want to be attached to you in whichever way, shape, or form. Okay, because, yeah, karmic relationships. Like, you've had your ties of being with some people that, made their triggers, projected their triggers onto you. Because you're such an intense type of person, I'm telling you, collective, your energy is very intense. And because you make people feel a certain type of way, you trigger them in some type of way, it takes away from them, their confidence, their self-esteem, and these are people that I feel like felt like they were superior or so above you. Like I said, that energy of like, stand up. Don't let motherfuckers feel like they can punk you or try and make you feel small. Or no, have the courage to speak up with confidence though. You know what I'm saying? There's a way that you can speak up about yourself without being disrespectful, but being factual. The disrespect ain't on it's gonna be felt on whichever end it resonate on. But facts are facts, okay? Because, like, I feel like some people had a different type of perception when it came to you. I'm hearing they not like us. Like, you were very different from these people. So when you show how much of a difference you are from them, that triggers them. Because it's like, well, who do you think you are? But it's like, you hold yourself in such a high caliber. You hold yourself in such high, you have a sense of high self-esteem, for real. People who don't, who may think they do, really don't, until like you come around and again, it's facts here. Like, your truths really expose what people be telling themselves, or what they try and convince themselves is true. All right. Hey, Raul, blessings on blessings. It says, teddy bear, interested in you, blooming romance, flirting, want to date. I'm telling you, Clay, you got like the heart. A lot of people got the heart eyes for you. And they are determined. Even these people that just want to take, your lady parts and your male part, or whatever. Like, you got hard eyes on you. A lot of people are interested. What's this teddy bear energy? Oh my God. See, grow with a snake, charmed or used, enable boundaries. Okay. Collective, you already know the deal when it comes to this. Okay. For the feminine energy, you know that they just want to put that snake. Yeah, you already know the deal. You already know the deal. They're going to charm you, and they're going to, what does it say, use? They're going to get whatever it is that they want from you, and then that's it. When you operate with somebody like that, you are continuing to, you're like an enabler. So there's going to be a need for boundaries when it comes to this person here. And then same for my masculine. If you got that swinger, okay, you got that third leg. Oh, masculine. If you do, Understand the ways in which feminine energy operates with you in order to get that from you. Okay, there is somebody here, if you and this person, somebody else has been intimate, they definitely are interested in you. But I'm talking about for the other energies where you just know, like, this is all you're here for. It's so different with you. I feel like it's something about your energy. Like, it's about your energy that like sets you apart. Okay, it sets you apart here. Look at that love call. It says expressing love, message of love, thinking of you, informing you. There's definitely a sexual energy between you and someone, but I feel like it's very light-hearted here. Maybe I feel like both of you guys could be working towards going down a certain type of path, evolving, with family room, thinking about having your own family and stuff like that. But on both ends, I feel like of you guys, um, y'all both got people that want y'all, but I feel like y'all want each other. Y'all want each other. So because this person, I feel like the masculine energy is so used to, the feminine energies charming them and being all nice and up their coattail and shit like that, because maybe they want to fuck him, right? Get they got bread, all right, cool, I'm over there, I'm charming, being nice, whatever. You're not doing that. Like I said, you have this energy of like minding your business, going about your day, but somebody is very allured by you. But there is like flirting here, but it's not, you don't give this thirsty energy. You don't give this thirsty energy. And I feel like this is what's making somebody want to date you. Dang, they must have hit the damn curve. Okay, maybe on this date night you ain't gonna be driving feminine. Of course, this is a gentleman, whoever this person is. It's making me think of because they drove in pretty fast. Hit this curve. When he went on Friday, he was like, "You hitting them corners a little too hard. You almost made me spill my yak." Somebody could like to drink yak or whiskey. Okay. You simply just have somebody interested because like you're just not on their coattail like how other feminines are. They can tell like the ways in which feminine or masculine energies want anything from them based off of like how much in their face they are when aiming towards a certain area of them, whether it be their pockets or whether it be just sexually. But those again are the very same people that somebody is like, yeah, I'm stopping the path. I already dealt with people like this before and I already see where this is going. Okay. Now we got mirror here. See, they can notice. Somebody's done so much healing and growth within themselves by looking at themselves in the mirror to where like they know when somebody just wants to come and love bomb and things like that, because I don't know why I'm hearing that song. Say when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Oh, how I feel so sad. Now that I wanna leave, she's crying her heart to me. How could you let this be? I just need to see. Like, it's giving that energy of like, I would have never done that to you. Okay, so maybe this is why somebody's standing on business, because it was like, dang, for you to go that route when it came to me, I would have never done that to you. Okay, so it's like with mirroring, you giving somebody the same energy that they're giving you, but more so like not really paying someone any attention like that. Mirroring each other's self-reflection, introspection, inner wounds. for some of you guys, I feel like y'all can really be in the midst of your growth or your growing period, because somebody can like really be in a marriage or a long-term relationship and just looking at the ways in which somebody is treating them, and it's like, man, like, I know how that is, like when you could be with somebody and you're trying to grow, or you are growing, and I don't know, maybe somebody could have dealt with somebody since they were like young up into like adulthood, right? And what people have to understand is like being with somebody from teenage years on to, your grown ages, you're not the same person that you was when you was like 15, when you were 20, when you was 25, when you was 30. You know what I'm saying? You grow, or you should be growing mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially, whatever the case may be. And it takes two. I'm hearing it takes two to tangle, but it takes two, people to recognize the fact that, hey, I'm growing. Hey, I'm thinking differently. Hey, I want to just, I'm moving a little differently, and have a healthy line of communication in order to keep things going, if that's what the intention is. Right? Now, I feel like somebody is like, hey, I want to think different, I want to act differently, I want to be different, or the things, or something like that. But somebody here is used to still operating in a certain way. I recently just seen this reel on Instagram, and it was this lady, she was sitting at the table, but her man was talking to her. He was like, I want us to start praying in the morning and at night together. He was like, I want us to make the bed in the morning together. Intimacy form without it being like sexual, And I was like, that is so, I love that. Like, and she was just sitting there nodding, listening to his wants when it came to building a stronger bond within the connection. Because he was like, it's crazy out here. So, basically, you need to be locked in. And I was like, I know that's right. I said, that's how a man got to talk to me. Somebody in the comments was like, if this is not equivalent to Jill Scott saying, if you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do. Okay. I'm like, oh, okay. A man that can lead, a man with a plan. That's the type of person that I feel like you're expecting to come your way. Somebody to be on the tip like, hey, I'm looking to get married one day, and I think you are a very beautiful or handsome person, and I love your character. I love the things in which you do, and I want to see where this goes. I want to be intentional. Like, this is what somebody I feel like wants to tell you. They just don't know how. Because they know it's a whole lot of other people. And you know what? This person coming to you, having the courage to just be honest, that will damn sure most likely be the thing that makes them stand out. Because with these other people, with this thief energy and this narcissist love bombing, oh yeah, they coming in like, oh yeah, you look good and this and that, and yeah, you got a lot of people on your coattail. But you can tell when it's somebody who just wants to take that's beneficial for them. But what makes this other person stand out is the fact that, yeah, they can acknowledge the fact that you are a very attractive person on a surface level aspect, but it's something about you that somebody has to try and form the words to say when it comes to what they can see with you. Okay? And being that you have this energy that you are a very alluring type of person, not just on the physical, but on the intellectual aspect, it is going to cause this person to grow in ways too. So it's like a double whammy here with you and whoever they are. Yeah, I'm telling you, it says coffee cup, meeting and talking, savoring the moment, feeling elevated, building friendship. Somebody doesn't want to just start off on a sexual tip, or they don't want to continue it to be on like a sexual tip if y'all have been sexual. But like, they actually do want to get to know you on a intimacy level. like bonding. Because building a friendship is in having that lead into the marriage is going to make it last. I'm hearing make it last forever and ever. Y'all gonna be like that, those married couples that be cooking dinner and be blasting the old school songs, and y'all just be dancing and cutting onions and him hugging you. That's how this person wants to be with you. Okay. Somebody can like Starbucks. It's gonna be a thing to where like this person is gonna know you so much to where like you're not even gonna have to ask. They're just gonna know that this is what you're gonna like. And I feel like it's gonna be mutual. Like if this person is on the way home and they know your Starbucks order, or they know somewhere where you like to order, or what you like, or, if they're out getting something for themselves or something like that, they'll be like, oh yeah, my baby gonna like this. This is gonna be that type of person, collective. Ooh. Because again, you don't be expecting it. You don't be expecting it. I feel like this is why this person likes to do these things for you, because it's not like, oh, when they come home, you didn't bring my Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? Like you went here, you didn't bring me nothing. I don't know. It's just, you just make somebody want to do for you. And listen, when it comes to you, they gonna stand on business. They ain't gonna play all of that. They ain't gonna play all of that. They're gonna protect you because they know that it's other people that's going to want to try and snatch you up. That's why they gonna have this type of vibe with you, you know? Because they know all these other people just want you on the physical aspect. Yeah, they know motherfucker on your coattail, the chaser. Okay. Fear of abandonment, chasing, codependencies. Okay. What's at the bottom? Yep. Clarity and truth, revelations, honor, protection, determination. These people, these past people, these karmic friendships, relationships, or whatever, these people that now want to come rushing in, okay, it's because like your energy held so much weight in their life. They were very codependent on your energy. And you got away from the situation because the runner came out here. You got away. It was like, yeah, with fear of intimacy, it's kind of like you couldn't really show people how much you loved and cared about them because there was a part of you that like was like a caution here. When it comes to fear, there's like a caution when it comes to some of these people. It's like, dang, I really want to like be this open with you. I really want to love or care about you in this type of way, but like based off the way in which somebody is, how they operate, it's kind of like that will put me in a jeopardizing position, being that I feel this. So it's like, let me get away. let me move up on over here. Like your light it was irritating somebody's demons, and you felt that. But it's that light that you have that causes people to be so codependent on you, and you see it for the truth. You see it for what it is. So it was like, no, if you chose to move that way with collective is like, we'll stand on it. Stand on it. Because you're a very loyal individual, collective. Like I said, listen, you guys, somebody about to call you. But with this chaser energy, these are those people that want to be around your light or take your light. You have something that these people want, or they want to be close enough to have. But these are these very saying, look, clarity and truth. You already know what it is. Like I said, collective, you know when somebody is only hitting you up or being this loving and caring It's like because something is missing in their life. Whether they need finances, whether you were that friend that they can cry and talk to, they need somebody to listen to them and side with them, or this is like somebody wants pity. But you want to know the crazy part? Because I'm hearing that this person was petty with you. They was petty with you, and now they want to have they want to have pity. They want to cry pity. Okay. But anywho, aside from those people collective with this soulmate energy, you, whoever this person is, y'all really do resonate on a soul level. I'm telling you, this is the type of person to where like you're not going to, they're going to study you to the point where you're not really going to have to tell them too much. Okay? And when it comes to those past people, you ain't got to worry about those people that either on your end or this person end had cut ties and put an ending to. Because, of course, the people from the past want to come back from the dead. Okay? They want to come back. But this person energy, along with yours, is like, not today. Not tomorrow. Not the day after that. Or that. Okay? You're not dealing with it. These people are just still upset at the fact that you had the nerve to put boundaries up and their feelings got hurt. And they no longer have a certain type of access to you. Okay? Period. Collective. Period. Okay, so let's see. Let's get some spirit messages from what this expectation card is. What other confirmations do we need to hear, or that's mostly important? Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, you cannot be expecting to be in some type of, somebody really wants you to be like their wife on a real. You're about to be in a long-term relationship. Okay. You can be also getting some type of financial position here. What's this expectation? 3 of Swords. You do have a lot of people hurt at the fact that they did not expect, again, for this cycle to close. With that 28 breaking down to a 10. 7 of Swords, but it's the way they fucking act. It's the way they was acting, collective, that caused this hurt within themselves. Like they hurt themselves trying to hurt you. That's what I'm hearing. Because with this girl with a snake, you could not trust this person. As soon as you put them boundaries up, you really got to see the way in which they move. You really got to see the way in which they moved. And this person was around a lot of enablers. That was like, oh yeah, yeah, that's right, yeah. Not knowing that, motherfucker, when the shoe's on the other foot and you in a position to get snaked by this person, oh yeah. That's why I was mentioning earlier. It's something with the group or something saying like they don't like fake people, but they do fake shit. So it's like, you part of the problem too. The fuck? What happened to integrity? Okay, if you're gonna be a solid person on the forefront, you gotta be a solid person in the background too. Not just for show, not just for play. Two of Wands. I'm telling you, people did not expect for you to leave them behind. It's like they're not even, when you think of the Two of Wands card, it's a guy holding the world in his hand and a staff, and it's a staff behind him. These people are no longer in your world. Page of Pentacles. These are people that you couldn't even learn some shit from in the first place. Couldn't start anything with, because why would they want to start something with you if you having the chances of surpassing them? They knew that. They that's what they expected. They knew that. They knew. You had a lot of people that wanted you to chase them. And once they seen that you was not chasing them and you more so ran away from them based off of you seeing how their character was, how they operate, the type of person that they are, it kind of made them feel away, because Their whole intent was for them to want you to chase them. The devil. But why the hell would you be wanting to chase that shit? These people have an addiction of trying to make people um it's giving like sidekick energy. Y'all heard that horn? That was confirmation. Somebody got like sidekick energy. Like they want to be the one in charge, but they form all these unhealthy attachments to people, whether it be through gossiping, whether it be doing people wrong, whether it be talking about this girl man, this guy's girl, it's just like, oh God. That shit is draining. Queen of Cups, your energy is so far left from that. If motherfuckers is going to sit there and talk about motherfucker, you'll be the one to actually help. You'll be the one to actually help. Oh, I can't believe collected this and that, collective how, collect the card, collect the this and that, they never got it. You ain't gonna be the one to be in that devilish energy. You the one that's gonna be like, okay, what you need? Okay. You good? All right, cool. You a sweetheart. You so loving. You so caring. You so nurturing. And you stand on that. You don't care if it's if the whole motherfucking group want to be mean and rude to a motherfucker. You still gonna be nice, and that is what sets you apart. That's what makes people be like, you just doing that for it. It's like, no, this is how you are. It's like just because you. That's why you can't associate with everybody, collective, because birds of a feather flock together. Okay, now motherfuckers treating you like the oddball because you had some heart or you cared. Unlike having, it's just giving mean girl energy. That's so fucking weird. So weird. 9 of Cups. It's like you're fulfilled within yourself. So it's like you have more to give. Your cup overflows. You don't have to talk about another person. You are emotionally secure within yourself. So it's nothing that anybody else does, has, says, or do that causes you to think outside of yourself or to be triggered that much. Shit. What they used to say, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. King of Wands energy. Ooh-wee. Whoever this person is, they fine as hell. And this is somebody, again, they take initiative. Ooh, that's the perfect combo to express the relationship between you and this person. You have this, you're very loving, caring, and nurturing. You're not gonna overdo it to try and show a motherfucker that that's how you are. That's how you are. And this person is somebody to take initiative. Like, you do things without expectation, expecting an incentive for doing it. That's your character. And that's why this King of Wands just wants to do for you. Okay? 4 of Pentacles. And they don't want to let that ass go. I'm telling you, because listen, they know people want to take you. They like, what you need? All right, cool. You said what? All right. I remember seeing this video on Instagram, and she was like, she was like, I'm gonna show y'all how my man is, right? So he was asleep, and so the girl, she was like, babe, she was like, I'm finna go to the nail shop because I gotta go get my nails redone, right? He was like, what? You about to go? You about to drive? She was like, yeah, I'll be right back. I'm about to just go get my nails done. So she go out to the car. She was like, watch, he gonna come out here. That's how y'all gonna know each other. Somebody knows your routine or something. But like, he came out and he was like, you about to drive? It's still ice in the ground. He was like, all right. And then he pulled out some money and gave her money for her nails. And she was like, see? She was basically like, I know my man. I know my man. He ain't gonna just send me off like that. This is somebody there. And we never know, the ways in which that woman loves, cares, nurtures for him, to where that makes him want to get up out his sleep, to be like, all right, hold on, wait, let me make sure that my baby's straight. You know, never know what that is in regards to a person that makes the other person want to do those things, want to stand on business, you know, when it comes to who they person is and how they decide to love and show out, that or causes them to stand out from other people. Ooh, we collective. And they fine as hell too, on the real. Nine of Cups coming out again. I told you. You're so emotionally fulfilled within yourself to where it's like you don't look for that as far as a validation from anybody else but you. You have it to give, but you're not expecting it from anyone else. Because regardless, you're going to give it, whether people want to accept it or not. Because, you know, the ones that don't want to accept it are still in this low vibrational ass energy. Okay? Four of Wands. Somebody definitely wants to take you around their family, some type of celebration. Because, look, family room is out here. Somebody want to see how you mingle around. You know what I'm saying? Are you friendly? Are you going to, you know, are you going to help grandma out in the kitchen? Okay. For my masculine energy, the feminine is probably looking to see, like, all right, the trash is full. You know, you offer to take the trash out. Like, little gestures, like, just to see how you naturally are, you know? If y'all all sitting in the living room and an elder person come in, there's no seats. If you getting up and you like, oh, you want to sit down? Like, somebody's paying attention to how somebody operates. Okay? Without it being said or asked. That is what's going to follow into the marriage that y'all have. Especially with y'all building a friendship. Because, like, this person sees that that's how you are. And that's how they are. That's why y'all have that soulmate energy. You are not expecting this, though. Like, this is, like, literally you meeting a you. Collective. You meeting a you. See. Six of Cups. Temperance. You got somebody from your past. See that now you're in this earth angel energy. You have grown, you have evolved. You're no longer who you used to be before. Maybe because you needed to get away from that person's energy in order to fully bask in your own. But with this Ace of Wands in reverse, if they come trying to have some type of low vibrational attachment to you, whether that be sexually or not, you don't want that shit. On the real, Nine of Wands energy in the reverse, like they wanted you to stay stuck, battered, bruised mentally and things like that. But with the Four of Wands, you stood 10 toes down. You stood tall. You stood tall. You kept your balance. Okay. Four Cups energy in the reverse. This is somebody that's like, because when you look at the Four Cups in the tarot card, right? It's 3 cups at the bottom. It's a guy sitting with his arms crossed against a tree. And it's one Ace of Cups, the 4th cup, right? Coming from the hands of the Most High. This is like somebody realizing, like, I should have realized that you was the Ace of Cups coming from the hands of the Most High. They were too focused on the 3 of Cups. The third party situations. Too focused on that. And without realizing that you were God sent. 9 of Swords in the reverse. And this is the only reason why these people from your past want to come back, because they're so tired of stressing and thinking about you so much at night, to where it's like, they're like, let me just build the courage to come and talk to Collective, because, like, I can't keep going on. I'm hearing night after night. Well, listen, 5 of Pentacles, somebody lost. Somebody lost out on somebody very valuable. I won. You what? I lost. And with that song was gonna set it off. Whoever your new person is, the one that you have this soulmate energy with, that can see you as, this is giving, like, you know when Will Smith slapped Chris Tucker and was like, keep my wife's name, like, child, they not about to play with you. They will set all this shit off because they know how valuable of a person that you are. So somebody will be like, I'll be damned if you come in thinking that you finna run game on something that I'm trying to work with. Okay? So, collective. Your growth got people, ooh, Lord, that's what I'm telling you, it's a lot of tower moments happening. It's a lot of tower moments happening. But the good thing about tower moments is those foundations that was not built on the best of foundations, okay, once those start to crumble down, it leaves room and space for better ones to be built. Okay? And when you have people that's willing to stand on business about you, that foundation is going to be so solid to where, you know, you keep building with these people to where once you reach a certain type of level with anybody that feels like they can try and step on you or whatever, your foundation is going to be so strong, your rapport with people is going to be so solid to where, like, it ain't gonna stand the test of time. It ain't. Because you got so many people that's going to be backing you. So many new connections, especially business-wise. Speaking of stand on business, it made me think of stand up. I mean, yeah, like stand up. Somebody could be a comedian, like can do stand up comedy. And that's the thing, though. Like, when people see that you have something within yourself, they want to take. Somebody in somebody's energy, I feel like it's a masculine's energy. Somebody feels though like somebody always has everything that they want. But maybe like a materialistic wise, maybe girl wise or whatever. But when it comes to emotionally, somebody tries to how can I explain this? It's like somebody trying to kill somebody's joy when it comes to their goals and dreams, because somebody knows like that will take them farther than whatever it is that they're doing right now. So this would be like the type of motherfucker that would throw the tomatoes. Okay? Before you even get to the goddamn stage, it's like, damn. But you have to understand, with those type of people, they already see the potential in you. So that's why they got to start before you start. That's why they got to start before you start, collective. What you think? They gotta have, if you got them around you, if you ain't cut them off yet, they gotta play some type of position. So they gonna talk shit, they gonna disguise it as a joke or things of that sort. But you know when a joke is a joke and when hate is hate. Okay, especially if you are a comedian, you know when a motherfucker is trying to be funny with you. You're like, I do this for a living. Okay. It says, make today your new beginning. Try to leave any past mistakes in the past. Don't allow them to weigh you down any longer. Move forward today with the confidence and knowing that you have better and brighter days ahead, okay? That's what I'm telling you, collective. You got bigger and better things on the line. If you continue to go down this pathway, you're going to end up getting everything that you sought out for yourself to get. I don't care if you choose to think, move, or be or do something differently than yesterday. That's still a step. That's still a step. You know how many day ones that I had? Not speaking on like, you know, LA term, we say day one. That's like your best friend or whatever. But I'm talking about like, when you be like, okay, I'm going to start today. Today is day one. And then 2 days later, it's like, today is day one. You know how many of them I done had, collective? We all done had them. But what does it say? Don't allow it to weigh you down any longer. Discipline did come out here. So yes, something with discipline. Discipline, it takes try after try after try. If at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. Dust yourself off and try again. But you want to know what helped me though? Is having conversations with myself out loud. It's one thing to think it, collective, but it's a whole nother vibe when you get to addressing yourself by name and speaking out loud. Because it's like, ooh, okay, sis, you a little loud, okay? You a little loud. You didn't have to come at us like that. But it's you just really being 100 with yourself. You know, looking at the facts of things and being like, okay, all right, okay. You know, maybe you like the tone in which you tell it to yourself. Maybe you just don't like the tone in which other people tell it to you. But somebody got to tell it to you. So, you know, who gonna do it? Who gonna do it? Okay? You are not moving too slowly. Drop the self-induced pressure. You are at the sweet spot between taking care of yourself and still making advancements on your goals. On this path, there is no such thing as being behind. Smile, breathe, carry on. Okay? Heavy emphasis on don't beat yourself up, collective. Just because you may look up and see that everybody else, it may appear as though everybody else is moving fast, you are exactly where you need to be in this current moment. The feelings that you are feeling are the exact feelings that you need to feel in this current moment. Because growth is happening. And sometimes growth do not feel good. But at least, look, with moving, it's like slow motion is better than no motion. My brother used to always say, slow motion is better than no motion. You take a step today, you take a step tomorrow, and you look back, the ones that ain't never took no steps, they become farther and farther. And that's the part about growth, because you'll look back and be like, dang, I actually really did put myself in a better position to expand, to advance. And then you look back and it's a constant reminder of like, yeah, it was a reason why, you know, I had to move from that area or that place, or some of you guys could be moving. Something could be going slow with the process. It says you are not moving too slowly, so that's what made me think of that. It's but even with that, everything is gonna what's that expression when they say let the chips fall where they lay or something? Everything is going to work out however it is that you are intending it to. Because Big G has seen how you really have stood on business when it comes to you, your well-being, your mental health, your finances, your spirituality, how you have still showed up to be of a service to people, even if you probably weren't in the best of the positions. This is why you are getting that like sudden wealth. You're about to be blessed, collective. With this smile, breathe, and carry on, it's going to be this energy like you can breathe again. Okay? It says, go back to the heart of who you truly are. There you will find peace. Look at your life in its entirety. Acknowledge any old wounds and then release them. Use what they have taught you as added strength. Keep moving forward with a renewed sense of confidence, okay? So, yeah, I'm telling you, you ain't allowing any, with how much you have grown, how much you have transformed all across the board, collective, like you have even the score here. And this is why with this, like, everything has to balance out. And when it comes to your love life, when it comes to friends, when it comes to family, when it comes to work, you decided to call the shots of your life. How people was treating you, how the environments that were not healthy for you. And because you balanced it out, you could be feeling like, man, I'm real bored. It's like, no, you are at peace. That's what that is. You're at peace. You ain't got nobody calling you, bugging you. You already set the tone. You stopped the pattern when it came to certain things. So because you set the tone, motherfuckers ain't hitting you up asking you, oh, can I borrow this? Can you take me this? Can you do this? Can you? Once you told that one friend or whatever, like, hey, you know what? I don't really want to involve my conversations in gossiping, talking about other people and things like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. When you suggested the conversation switch to some shit that's going to help you grow and elevate, you don't even hear from that person no more. You see how that shit work? Yeah, even the playing field. When you see that it's multiple people that's on your coattail that sees you just on a physicality level, and they're not approach you in the way in which you expect someone to approach you to know the deeper parts of you. Because I feel like you could have been attached to people in the past that took you away from who you are. And that's why with that Queen of Cups energy, or for my masculine, the King of Wands energy, you are somebody that like is very nurturing, caring, very charismatic. You take initiative. Like, you see something that needs to be fixed and you help. Like, you do. But I see how you have to create certain type of boundaries with people, because some people will see that and take advantage. And yes, I know some people may look back and see the mistakes that they have made in the past based off of how people may have finagled them once they realized they was being finagled. But not everybody is like that. But I do like the type of approach that you take, because it's like, you know what you deserve. You're not expecting it from anyone. You're allowing people to treat you exactly how they choose to, and you're leaving it to you to decipher whether that's something you want to deal with or fucking not. Okay? Okay. So you like, listen, I was always loving, caring, and all of this, until I was in that karmic relationship, until I was with this friend group that always talked and did this and do that. So it kind of, it could have rubbed off on you, until it was just like, yeah, you know what? This is some shit. Like, I don't really want to be around and be all around this shit. You're growing, collective. You're growing. And unfortunately, some people at this grown age that still be stuck in operating like that. When there's so much other shit you can talk about, and those conversations can really lead to goals and shit being brought into fruition. The only thing by gossiping and making fun or extorting or anything that comes from that is getting put into your life. This shit has to balance out. That's why I'm be thinking people understand. The same type of character that you have towards other people, even people you think you feel comfortable around, you will hold that energy of that type of person. So when one of these motherfuckers around you or them decides to grow, heal, and evolve from past that, that person is still going to be known as somebody who likes to surround themselves in chaos and conflict. And sooner or later, somebody is going to find themselves looking around, and there's not going to be too many motherfuckers around them. Lord. Okay, if you pay close attention, you will notice all the doors that once closed are opening, just in a different form. Things may not appear exactly as you had envisioned, okay? Yeah. It's a lot of things that you just did not expect was going to end up happening for you that is collective. And it's all because of the type of heart that you have. You are very deserving of this. Very deserving. Okay, bottom of the deck, it says, perhaps you are reminded all too often just how quickly the phases in your life can shift. One change after another, you are learning to adapt and grow. Be kind and gentle with yourself, okay? So yeah, collective, like what does it say? One decision can shift your life in a way that you never thought it could go in. That can be from the expense of cutting yourself away from that friend group, getting out of that relationship, quitting that job, moving. And that's a message for me too. I'm telling y'all, because I don't be obsolete. When I be hearing myself talk, I'm like, dang, that is true. That is true. Okay. Be useful. Don't be used, collective. Be useful. Don't be used. Be of a service. All right? Because that's what we're here to do on this earth. Okay? Because I'm pretty sure with gratitude here, there is somebody in some part of our life that we are grateful for, that had done something for us that we did not have to ask them to do, but they knew that it was going to make us feel good. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you come across people like that, that's definitely a healthy characteristic trait that you will want to adopt. You know what I'm saying? Not people with bad character, who's rude, mean. So continue to stand on business on these new changes that you're making for yourself, collective, because it's getting you places. Little do you know, it's getting you places. And all you have to do is stop the toxic patterns when it came to the people that you were associating yourself with. Because trust me, way more bigger and better doors will open when you find yourself connected around people with genuine hearts. Because those be the ones that really be protected by Big G. Okay? So I love y'all, collective. If this message resonated, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Put that bell on so you know when your girl is dropping the tea and when it's hot. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, y'all.